So if you are regular to the channel, guys, you've probably seen these releases coming from Puma for the Mostro range, which in the last year or so we had quite a lot of color combinations with some different materials. And it seems that now in the last couple of weeks, at least here in the UK, we got another one with another mesh for the upper. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Hello guys and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It will really help out the channel. As I said earlier, in today's video we're gonna have a look at the latest color combination, which will also have some different mesh for the upper for the Puma Mostro. So let's go ahead and start with the box, guys, which as usual coming from this brand, it will come in this matte black colorway, which will have this Puma foam strip in this glossy effect here at the bottom of the lid. We're also gonna have this white tag with the Puma logo and select written as well on top. Let's just go ahead and take them out. So in today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at this latest release coming for the Puma Mostro, coming in this Team Royal and Silver colorway. So as I just mentioned before, guys, in the last year or so, maybe less, Puma has brought back this Mostro range, which every time had some different materials. So we had some leather, we also had some perforated leather, some mesh, some nylons. Every time was something different, but now at the start of March, at least here in the UK, we got 3 or 4 color combinations being dropped, which also brought a different mesh for this upper. So this one dropped as most of these previous releases for the retail price of £135 here in the UK, which will be around $150 US. This one is still available in most of the retailers. So I decided to go for this blue one, and I need to admit that the online photos doesn't make it justice at all. This one feels actually much nicer in hand and also on foot. And as you might expect, this one will bring your normal materials, your normal design. So in case you are not familiar with this range, this one got released back in '99. Since then it improved a bit, but not that much. But I really feel that this one is still quite a very nice and aggressive release coming from Puma. So the range is called Mostro, which translates into monster from Italian, which will blend two sports together, which will come from the sprinting spikes and surfing shoes, creating this very aggressive looking release, which at least for me personally it's one of my favorite. So let's go ahead and also do a small breakdown of this brand new release. So as you can see, for this upper we won't have too many materials. As a base layer we're gonna have this mesh material in this blue color, which I would say that is gonna be breathable enough. I really feel that the one which I reviewed around 6 months ago had that open style mesh, which was a bit more breathable. Nevertheless, this one will be almost the same, and it will act as a base layer, as I said earlier. Of course, on top we're gonna have just few overlays. One of it will be this reflective form strip here on the lateral side, which will come in this silver color. Then we're also gonna have just above it this patch of rubber material, which will make part of this lacing system. And this rubberized material will also be present here at the back of the heel section in the same black color, which on top will also have this Puma logo, which will come in this gray color. As in for the actual lacing system, we're gonna have your normal 3-point strap, which will come in this black color. So this one, it's actually quite easy to use. It will also give a very good lockdown. We're also gonna have this velcro here at the top with the Puma logo and the lettering, and underneath, guys, we're gonna have a very well padded tongue in the same blue color which will also have this Puma tag on top. Then going inside of the shoe, guys, for this one I'm gonna have this black lining, which underneath will have a decent amount of padding. And also at the bottom we're gonna have this black Ortholite foam insole, which feels actually quite comfortable underfoot. And this one will also be a bit more thicker than other releases, and I guess it needs to make up for the midsole, which is actually quite thin and stiff. So for this one we're also gonna have the Puma logo and the Ortholite lettering imprinted here at the heel section in this white color. So going now to the actual midsole, guys, this one it's actually quite thin, and it's gonna be a rubber one, which will also cover most of this front part of the shoe with these spikes. It will also be present here at the heel section as well, but not as much as at the front. Then in the midfoot you're also gonna have this plastic clip support to give it a bit of stability, I would say, which will also make part of this lacing system as well on the medial side. But rather than that, I would say that the midsole is actually quite thin, and as I said earlier, that foam insole inside, it will be a bit thicker just to make up for this quite thin midsole. So we can actually now go to this rubber outsole, which will be the same as the midsole, containing a lot of these spikes. We're also gonna have these pads here at the front and also at the heel, which will actually have a lot of gap in between. Then we're also gonna have a small Puma logo here in the midfoot, but this is something which we've been getting in the last 15 to 20 years, so the design didn't change that much. As in for the actual sizing, guys, for me as I have a skinny fit, for this one I just went with my true to size, and I need to admit that for me as I have skinny fit, this one fits me perfectly. I would say that maybe for people with normal fit, this one will be a bit snug, so maybe you'll consider to go with a half size up if you want to have a bit of a room inside. So in case you have wide feet, most definitely you'll need to go with at least a half size up or even a full size up if you want to have a bit of a room. So overall, guys, this is a brand new release coming from Puma for this Mostro release, which for today will bring some different mesh material for this upper. In my opinion, it's looking actually quite nice, and the color it's quite vibrant, I would say. In case you're not a big fan of this colorway, we have at least 2 or 3 available for this type of mesh. So I would say that this one will just bring your normal design and comfort, which we've been getting since '99. For me personally, this one feels actually still quite futuristic and aggressive with these spikes present here at the front. But for this specific release, as I said earlier, we're gonna have this mesh, which is actually a bit more breathable than other materials which were used in the last year or so. We're also gonna have this reflective foam strip here on the lateral side, which most definitely looks actually quite nice. But in case you already know, this is not one of the most comfortable releases coming from Puma. That rubber midsole, it's actually quite thin, so most of the comfort will come from that Ortholite foam insole. So yeah, guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of one of these latest releases coming for the Puma Mostro. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching!